Today I want to share with you a good friend. Leon d'Orleans is the man in Haiti who's making things happen. He's a partner that we've worked with for over 5 years. He's on the ground there. He knows what's going on. And without him, all the meals that we've been shipping to Haiti would not have the impact they're having. He's reaching the people who need to be reached. And I've asked him to share just for a few minutes what's going on in Haiti and how our partnership is changing lives. Leon, the meals that we send, what kind of impact are they having with the students?
I mean, it's obvious. Number one, the skins are changing because they have a different skin. I mean, you could tell they go from malnutrition to a better food. Parents are telling me, Pastor Leon, we have no worries now to send our children to your school because we know they will be fed. We don't need to worry about them spending the entire day without food. The teachers are telling us, Pastor Leon, since we are now feeding the children, they listen to me more. They learn more. Even their grade levels have gone so high as a result of that. And one child told me, Pastor Leon, I used to sit during the recess just by myself because I was so weak I cannot play. But now that I'm eating Stop Hunger Now food, I could play with my classmates and have more energy, and I can run now during recess.
I know you have 3 schools, and one of them is in City Soleil, one of the poorest slums in Haiti. I've heard that students there sometimes don't even eat, that the meals are the only meal they have during the day. Is that true?
That is correct. Without the Stop Hunger Now food, a good square hot meals that the children in City Soleil, and not just City Soleil, it's true more true in City Soleil than it is in Blanchard and Ibo Beach. But all of our school children, all 1,300 of them, they are parents who cannot afford to give them one meal a day. But in City Soleil, I'll say 90% of our students who come to our school would not have had a hot meal on that day if it were not for Stop Hunger Now food.
We've worked together for a long time, but since the earthquake, our partnership has grown even more intense. Tell me what's happened since the earthquake.
Yes, I will say let's go back before the earthquake. A year ago, we had Haiti, as you know, is a tropical island. And we do have our season of tropical storms. And we had one big one last year. And it is amazing to see how the Lord works with Stop Hunger to help the Haitian nation. We had received 2 weeks prior to the tropical storm a shipment from Stop Hunger. And the food was in our storage room just to feed school children. And the tropical storm started. And there were not only parents of our school children, people who are in the community hit by the storm because water was up to 6 feet in some of the houses. So we used the Stop Hunger Now food, which was in our storage room 2 weeks prior to the tropical storm, to feed children and adults who would come to our church as a rescue case. So we used that food to feed them, to help them. Again this year, when on January 12th, we had that 7.3 earthquake, devastating, horrifying, terrible earthquake happened in Haiti. 2 days prior to that, we received a shipment from Stop Hunger Now. And I tell you what, we are doing miracles with this food that we're giving to children, to the community, to church people, and people who probably don't even come to church. It's a community thing. We are sharing Stop Hunger Now food with the community. Since the quake, people are hungry, no food at home. And I deliberately carry 3 boxes of Stop Hunger Now food in the back of my car. Whenever I go and visit my parishioners as a church leader, community leader, a pastor, and I'll see somebody is hungry, I say, wait just a minute. And I go in the trunk of my car and took 4 or 5 or sometimes 6, that's the most I'll give to any one person at one time. I give him 6 packages or 3 or 4 packages, and I say, oh, thank God for Stop Hunger Now. We are helping people who are really in need. And I feel good about it, knowing that today, because of Stop Hunger Now, food, that family is going to eat some food. And I will leave feeling good and thank God for Stop Hunger Now.
Working together, we're making a tremendous difference in the lives of hundreds of thousands of Haitians. How can people be involved with the work that we're doing?
I will encourage anyone who hasn't heard of Stop Hunger Now, find out how to get hold of them and to be a part of what Stop Hunger Now is doing to alleviate suffering and hunger in the world. I know they are very much involved in Haiti, but they're working with at least 30 different countries in the world. They need your help, they need your assistance, and it doesn't take a whole lot. For example, I was in a church visiting last weekend on Saturday. In less than 3 hours, that church was able to package 24,000 meals to send to Haiti in less than 3 hours. And if the Fayetteville First Presbyterian Church can do it, you guys can do too. Maybe you cannot do 24,000 in 3 hours. Maybe you can do 10,000 in 3 hours, but that's what you can do. So every little bit counts. So whatever you can do, do it, and God will multiply it, and lives will be saved, and God will be praised.
Pastor Leon, it's a privilege to work together with you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your leadership in Haiti. God bless you, and just keep up the good work.
Avec bon Dieu, tout bagay possible. With God, everything is possible.